Shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm your brother Kaya out of GMS camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First and foremost, is I would like to give his all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rachak Of course, I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders that have taught us this truth and rule well. Also want to say shalom to the 144,000. Also want to say shalom to the speckled bird out there. Even though you may look like the heathen, but are not the heathen. Also want to say shalom to the Akwaf and to the Akim that are listening. Going back into the snare and the trap that's coming. And it's coming quickly. Quite sure that most of maybe are paying attention to this devil, even though with this Epstein and all this other stuff going on, the gold going up, the silver's going up, the crash of the dollar is coming. Then the wrath of this devil is going to come, going into Revelation 12, verse 12, because at the end of the day, this devil thinks that he's going to be able to hold on to his kingdom this way through the RFID microchip, which is Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17. It is what it is. And see, this is where the devil is headed. See, once again, we keep telling you where he's headed before he gets there. We keep telling you what the RFID microchip actually is. It's a little device about the size of a grain of rice, and that's what's going to be for your next way to buy and sell, the RFID microchip. And we tell the house of Israel, you bet not take it. Because if you take it, that shows Yahweh Bashim Shai that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is your God. That's who you serve. That's who you want to be under. And then when you read the book of Revelations, Yahweh Bashim Shai tells you what's going to happen to you when you side with this devil, that he's going to destroy you for it. Before this devil pushes this is the time that we're in now. This is another reason for the Epstein files and all the things that you're seeing right now. Is to keep pushing that devil into the corner. See, that devil really don't care at the end of the day. He know he's on those lists. He knows the wickedness that he's done. These Edomites are constantly doing wickedness upon wickedness upon wickedness. Now the thing is, they're just being outed. And everybody's able to see them for what they are. So, it's always like they say, when you corner a dog, what other choice does he have? He comes out biting. So this devil's going to come out with his sword. But at the end of the day, what does he really want? He wants new world order. Y'all never thought about that? That's in every movie. In every movie, somebody trying to take over the world. Even, what is that, Pinky and the Brain? What we going to do today, Pinky? We're going to take over the world or something like that. Hey, this is how this devil rolls. This is Esau's MO. This is his last ditch effort because he thinks this is the way to control everybody. See, in other words, he wants to be like China and everybody else. You remember that orange devil in there talking about we got to be quicker, we got to be better than China. We got to get ahead of China because they already got this and that. That's what do you think he wants to bring to Babylon, aka America? It's a trap, it's a snare. And it's a snare and trap, you Israelites. This is why we tell you, bet not take it. Even though we know the majority of you are going to. But see, once again, we constantly warn. So when the day of the hour and when this time comes forth and this chip is pushed and is made mandatory, just like they did with the vid, the vax, how they made everybody get on board just about and take it. And of course, the brothers of GMS didn't take that shit. Now you're seeing people dropping like flies because they trusted the devil. And all it was a run to see how many people would jump on board. How many people could they scare? How many people could they turn into saying you're not going to have work and you're not going to be able to do this and see family and that and this and all this other stuff, right? And he got all them people to get on board. What do you think is next? It's called draconian law. Either you're going to get down and lay down situation is coming. But see, this is a trap and a snare that he thinks that nobody sees. And the prophets on the highways and byways constantly warning the house of Israel what is about to take place. Matter of fact, let's get a few scriptures on this, Let's go to the book. Oh, and Shabbat Shalom. Today's a Sabbath. So let's see. Let me see. Until this evening. Let's see. What is it now? What was it? Sunday evening to Monday evening. On Monday evening to Tuesday evening. Yep. Shabbat Shalom. So let's see, where are we? Where was I going? Psalms, right? Let's go to the book of Psalm 64, right? Psalm 64. And this is where we're at today. What the devil is doing. Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? That's what they doing. While, at the end of the day, they in their back rooms and they think tanks and all of that. And they're saying, okay, what's the next thing that we can get these people on board? How can we control the people? Who they truly looking to control is Jake. See, if you don't believe it, think about it. Yeah, he is. He's looking to control you. Why else you think you got, what is it? You got them stormtroopers. Who are they chasing down? They're chasing the tribes down. The Israelites. Issachar. Now they coming after, what was it? Issachar, your so-called Mexicans, so-called. What is it? Levi, I believe. Your Haitians. Which at that point, when they come after them completely, they're going to come after all of us. Anybody darker than a brown paper bag. We see where these devils are headed, and we've constantly warned the house of Israel what's about to take place. The scriptures tell you in the book of Amos. Let me see. Is that Amos? Is that 9 and 8? Bear with me. Let me see something. Amos is at 9. Let me see. Bear with me. Or 3. Let me see. Bear with me, Israel. Let me see where it says. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's that scripture I'm looking for? Bear with me, Israel. Bear with me. Hold on just a moment. Bear with me. What is that? Amos. I can't believe I forgot where it is. These are all beautiful scriptures here that I'm looking at. But it goes into, he tells you before it happens. The prophets tell you before these things are to happen. Let me see. No, this is not it. But anyway, I can't think of it right now. And Salakia for that. It'll probably pop up in my head a little later. When it pop up, then I'll go right back to it. Right? But anyway, the prophets tell the house of Israel what's about to happen before it happens. Now, of course, the only ones that's going to pay attention are the elect. Those are the only ones that's going to pay attention. That remnant. The rest of Israel is just going to hear what we say and scoff and push it off until the day and the hour it hit. And by that time, it's going to be too late. Because at that time, many of our people are going to be already took it. Because they trusted the devil. They fell into the snare. And the scriptures tell you, never trust thy enemy. But once again, Psalm 64 and 5. Let's go back there, right? Psalm 64. And these scriptures are talking. This is exactly what's happening today, right now, in 2026. What do you think they doing in them think tanks? What do you think the next thing is? While the dollar's falling, while you seeing all the stuff happening, and see, while they're laying snares, they're showing you Epstein files, they're showing you this, they got the Super Bowl, they got, Bad Bunny, they got all this stuff that they're throwing in front of you. Do you honestly really think that them Edomites care about that list? They don't give a damn about that list because this is the things they do. They just outing themselves with Hollywood. This ain't nothing new. And this proves that America don't really care about it anyway, because the thing is, ain't nobody doing nothing about it. I remember when America, show the list. Now the list is out. What y'all doing? Nothing. Ain't doing nothing. Complacent is what you're doing. It's complacent. Y'all knew these people were doing all this stuff. Y'all know how Hollywood work, Hollyweird. Sacrifices and all that with them kids and all that. This stuff they've been doing to Molech, doing all this stuff. And these devils are going to pay for what they've done. But see, what it shows is what our people goes right with it. You ain't doing, you right? You're going right with it. You ain't separating yourself from the devils. You're going right along with it. What you going to say? Well, it ain't my kids, right? But anyway, right? So in the meantime, what are they doing? Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves. Matter of fact, we can look at it on the NLT. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to step their traps in secret, set their traps in secret. Who will ever notice? They ask. And that's a question they do ask. Who will ever notice? Why? Because they're not paying attention. They're looking at the left hand, not understanding what the right hand is doing. Who's going to notice? Who's going to see the traps we land for them? And that RFID microchip is a snare. It's a trap. It's a gin. And we keep telling you over and over and over and over again. The prophets warn the house of Israel before it takes place through Yahweh Shai. Guess what? The prophets warned the house of Israel. As we always say, we don't want y'all's blood up on our hands because the day is coming, and it's coming quick. Pretty soon, you ain't going to be able to have a job without this RFID microchip. You're not going to be able to have anything. What you going to say then? Well, Lord, we didn't know. That's a lie. You've been told. We told you how it could come. You know that snare and trap. What is it? First chaos, crash the dollar, draconian law. When that draconian law goes into what? Revelation 12 verse 12. This is what we about to see. And we seeing some of it now. And then he just in there signing all kind of stuff. People getting snatched up, all kind of stuff. Revelation 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, remember that word woe goes into destruction. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This devil knows he has a short time. He about to speed up. Hey, we need to get these people under control. First, let's bring some chaos. Let's bring 2 Ezra the 15th chapter in, basically to say, let's bring it in. Chaos, and then let's have them beg, and then we'll come with the RFID microchip. And we always go into this word devil, because a lot of you Christians and all you other people, they keep thinking it's a spirit creature, and we keep telling you who it is. Matter of fact, bear with me. We'll go to it again.
Strong's G 1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
Diabolos. Prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, a communicator, if I'm saying that right, false accuser, slander, metaphor. See, metaphor applied to what? A man. This is who it's talking about. This is not talking about a spirit creature. Applied to a man who by opposing the cause of God may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see the devilish shit that's going on today with these sacrifices and all this stuff, even with the Epstein, even with all that stuff? Y'all don't see this? Then the lies that the devil tells? Then this gin, this trap what this devil's about to spring up on your behind? While the prophets are constantly warning you, house of Israel. Told you who this man was. And you got Christianity and all these religions. See, it's the devil. It's the devil. It's a spirit creature. You got to ask yourself, when was the last time an angel threw somebody in jail? When did a spirit creature throw anybody in jail? Or do any of these things? They haven't. So with that being said, the scriptures tell you who it is. Applied to a man who by opposing the cause of God may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Also going into, what is that? What is that? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. He wants to be God. He wants to be all knowing, all seeing, all powerful. That's the Edomite. That's what he wants. What do you think he said? What do you think an RFID microchip actually does? Then he got the cameras in your TV, cameras in your refrigerator, cameras in your phone, cameras when you drive it down the street. They listening to you. God, Yahweh Shai knows these devils probably come in your place when you ain't home and whatnot. This devil wants to see everything, control everything as if he is the most high. And he thinks he's going to be able to get it with his chip, with his RFID microchip. which is Revelation. We'll go there too. What was that? Revelation chapter 13, which we bring out continuously. And we're going to continue to bring it out. We're going to wear the pages out of this. And if you don't want to hear it, change the channel, go find you something else to do. If it's, oh, y'all constantly keep repeating yourselves, okay. You darn right, we're going to repeat ourselves continuously like a broken record. We're going to repeat, we're going to repeat, we're going to repeat, and we're going to repeat. And guess what? We're going to repeat some more. If you can't handle it, change the channel, go find you something else to do. But when this day come upon you, remember, you was told. You didn't want to hear it. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What is that? That's the RFID microchip. It's the RFID microchip. It is what it is. This is not the vax, because you can't buy with the vax. You know what I'm talking about, the vax, the VAXX. You know what I'm talking about. You can't buy and sell with that. Now, with an with a RFID microchip, yes, you can, because guess what? Digital currency will be put on it. Your credits. Y'all have seen it. It don't take much to look up on YouTube and Google stuff and look up RFID chip, Switzerland, different places, people buying items with their RFID microchip and without their wallets. And guess what? Google come with a plethora of videos showing people walking past, scanning their hand, where they're buying groceries or whatever. The first one that came out a few years back, it showed a man in a green trench coat. It looked like an Edomite. He goes into the store. He starts shoving stuff in his pocket. People look at him like, is this dude stealing? And he walks like, you go to Walmart, you walk into the self-checkout aisle. He walked by, scan his hand, go beep, beep, and a receipt pop out. And he looked back at everybody and had that grin on his face like, yeah, y'all thought I was stealing. Then he has the RFID microchip in his hand. A lot of people in Switzerland already have it. Now, I don't care about them. I'm just saying. Let's go to verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Okay, so without the RFID microchip, it's telling you, you're not going to be able to buy and sell. That means what? That you're not going to be able to have your car, you're not going to be able to have your home, you're not going to have a job, you're not going to have any of these things. Once again, we understand what's about to happen. All our eggs are with Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. We know what Yahweh Bashim Yahshai said. And I'm one of the hopeful, like he said, he's going to take care of his elect. That does not mean that we're not going to go through anything. But what it does mean is that Yahweh Bashim Yahshai is going to take care of his. He said that you will eat and you will drink and your children shall not see hell. Now, what's going to happen to those that take it? That grievous sore? Those, you're going to be missile food. You're going to suffer a lot way before you become missile food. There are going to be those that are going to be trying to dig it out and can't. Even if you do dig it out, what difference does it make? You already took it. We already know how y'all think out there. Oh, well, you know what? I'll take it, and then I'll get a whole load of groceries, and then I'll pull it out. Do you not understand that Yahweh Bashim Yahshai already seen your dumb ass? Yeah, did you ever think about that for a minute? That Yahweh Bashim Yahshai sees everything you do. He even sees the thoughts before you do something. There's no escaping him. But see, once again, y'all think y'all on the nonsense. But we tell you before it happens. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. A lot of them going to have that. Going into also, too, what is that Neuralink or whatever, that Elon Musk or whoever else makes a Neuralink that goes in your brain and all of that, which goes right back to verse 14. Now, remember, sooner than later, you're going to start seeing more of this chip work, because they're going to start using it as they did with the Kim Kardashian, with her brain problems or whatever, which she'll probably be the face of something, as everybody has been saying. And then what is it going to do? We told y'all there's going to be people that may be blind, people that may be paraplegic, and they're going to be able to stand, they're going to be able to see, and they're going to call it a miracle. When then you got all your celebrities and your football stars and all this other stuff that's going to start pushing and selling it. You're going to have your Christians and all your different denominations talking about it's okay. It's nothing wrong with it. They going to get y'all hemmed up too with the lies they going to tell you. This is Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. That's what everybody's going to call it. When Aunt Bootsy, Frida and them, Joyce, all them are able to stand up and move around, Big Mom and them, they had gout. She got a robot leg or something. Now she able to move around. She able to stand. She able to do this. People going to look at this as a miracle. The deceiving. And they're going to jump on board. People that had strokes and whatnot, they're going to jump on board. Even people that are nothing wrong with them as to say, they're going to jump on board. Because they're going to look at it as the new best thing, the new iPhone, this, that. They're going to be deceived. They're going to be deceived. They're going to be tricked. And not understanding what's going to come with it. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had wounded by the sword and did live, and had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, we understand that too. Those that don't go along with the get along, guess what? Kill them. Y'all remember King Nebuchadnezzar and the 3 Hebrew boys? What happened in that situation? When the flute and the cornet play, you better bow down or we're going to throw you into the fire. Think about it. That was at that time a new world order just about to say, you could say. Well, I believe that was King Nebuchadnezzar. So New World Order ain't new. This is something that's been trying to be, they did in the past too, or tried to do in the past. Different ones. What was his name? King Nebuchadnezzar was one. Who was the other? Oh my goodness, I can't think of his name. He's in Maccabees. I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of his name. Boy, these brains, I tell you. But anyway. Is it Antiochus? I believe Antiochus is one. Who else was it? There was another one. I can't think of his name right off the back right now. It was another one. I think Nimrod was another too. I believe that, with this New World Order situation. But anyway, right? So you start to understand what is about to happen. We keep telling you what these devils are going to do. This is what's next. This is what's coming. Matter of fact, when I told you this devil want to be God, right? This is another one. What is he? Think. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. The son of perdition. Yep. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposeth and exalt. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see something. Bear with me, Israel.
Strong's G 480.
Antikamai. To be set over against, opposite to oppose, be adverse, to withstand. In other words, go against. Right? Let's go back. Let's go back to oppose. So we get that understanding, to oppose and exalt himself. When you oppose someone, what? You don't want to do what they say. You want to do you. This is Esau Edom. He opposeth Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and he exalts himself. He want to be God. Remember what I said earlier? Your refrigerator's watching you, your TV's watching you, your phone is listening to you, your car, you're driving down the highway, there's cameras constantly on you. You walk into the store, you're being looked at, you're being heard. It's called a God complex. Want to see everything, want to know everything. Now they talk about they want to put an RFID microchip in you pretty soon, which is Revelation 13, 16, 17. It is what it is. It's an RFID microchip. That is the mark of the beast. How many times we got to tell y'all? But y'all ain't listening. But the elect will. Who opposeth and exalts himself above all that is called God. That's Esau, Edom. Or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. That is the whole thing in the nutshell. So let's go back into the past. Why is this happening? Because see, goes right back to Jacob and Esau, them blessings. Esau wants to continue to have his blessing, and his time is running out, and it's running out fast. So he thinks he's going to be able to control and prolong his blessing. The scripture says he has bounds that he cannot pass. Even though in his head, in his mind, he's thinking, hey, I'm going to get rulership over everybody, the whole planet. Everybody going to be subjects under me. How foolish he is. How foolish he is to think this. But oh well, let him think it. His card's going to come crumbling down sooner than later. But you see what the scripture says? Matter of fact, let's go to another one that goes into this. What is that? Bear with me. Stand by. Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2 and 5. He's greedy. All right, Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man. Well, now see, now you understand the devil and proud. You already know who always got their nose in the air, got their hair blowing in the wind, proud to be an American, got the eagle flying and all that. Who's the most proudest person on the planet? The devil. Esau, Edom, the Edomite, the Idumean. You know, they call themselves Caucasian. They call themselves white folks today. You got an orange one that's in the White House right now. The king, the pharaoh. In there. What do you think he wants? Matter of fact, even to the point where he understood and he even said out of his own mouth, he wants another term. How does he get another term, y'all? Martial law. When martial law is invoked and martial law is pushed in, the president does not move out the White House. He remains president. What do you think the devils are after? The people get them uproared enough, get them turned up enough, I can claim in martial law. Insurrection. Did y'all forget about that word? Insurrection thrown around? See? Yeah, also, because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Meaning he's in everybody else's business, in everybody else's land, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death. Not life, death. We all know what death means. Kill, blood, slaughter. He is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Now do you see it? Your RFID microchip, everybody, guess what? You become God, because you can see everything. Oh, not that you're just seeing it. You're able to cut people off from eating. You're able to cut people off from drinking. You're able to cut people off from having a home. You can also push in a law where once they push outside, you can tell everybody else, guns free, kill them, do what you will. I have the power to tell you if you want to go down there and slaughter them. You see how Esau play? This is the wicked man. And he cannot be satisfied with blood. See? But gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Even the other nations will say something about him. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? What do you think's going on in, what is that, Greenland? That he's trying to take? Hey, yo, hey, man, you're doing too much. You over here trying to take our land. You over here trying to take our stuff. Think about it. That was in everybody. He was over there trying to take, was it Greenland? It was over there trying to take, what was that other place? They over there took their oil and stuff. Is it Venezuela or something? Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, debt. Isn't America, Babylon, in a lot of debt? IOUs, the dollars crashing, all that stuff. That thick clay, that debt. Once again, we see what this devil's trying to do and where he's trying to go. And this is why we constantly tell you, never trust thy enemy, house of Israel. We tell you, never trust the enemy. But you know what? A lot of you want to be hand in hand with the devil. So by all means, die with him. Because you was warned. What is that, Ecclesiasticus? Bear with me. Known as Sirach. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10, right? Let's go there. Bear with me. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wicked. Never trust thy enemy. But guess what? A lot of our people trust the enemy because a lot of our people want to be hand in hand with the devil. They love Babylon. They love AKA America, Babylon the Great. This harlot, this whore that sits upon the beast. Our people love it, and you're going to die with him. Because you're going to trust this devil. Matter of fact, those that trust him, what does it say about that? Those that trust Esau, Edom, out of the house of Israel. What's going to happen to you? We don't care less about the heathen, and we really don't care about 2/3, but we still warn our people. Since we don't love you and all this other stuff, y'all got so much to say. How, oh, y'all don't love us, y'all don't love us. Well, the best love we can show you is warn your ass before shit hits the fan. If my words will bother you, offend you, change the channel. Go find you something else to do with your soft ass. Softer than wet toilet paper. We have been warning the house of Israel continuously, but y'all want to say, oh, y'all don't love us. What do you want us to do? Give you money? Do all of that? That ain't going to save you. That ain't going to help you. We give you the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai so you'd repent, but we know you're not. So before you turn up your lip and talk about who don't love who, a warning is told to you what not to do. To return back to y'all Bashim Yahushai, and you don't want to, then let all the bullshit that's going to come fall upon you, your household, your kids, your dog, your woman, all of that. And if you get mad, oh well, it is what it is. Say what you will. We're gonna see what happens when Yahushai pull up, who you ignorantly call Jesus. Second Ezra, right? That's where we're going. Second Ezra, 16th chapter. Let's go there. What's going to happen? To those that trust in Esau, Edom, Zaddy Esau, what's going to happen to them? And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Means you trusted the devil, you shall be killed. That devil gonna turn on you and kill you and laugh in your face. Ha 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 ha. And you trusted me, and your own people was telling you not to. Ha 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 ha. Why he's up there cutting your skin off, having you upside down, filleting you and your children and whatnot, doing all kind of wicked stuff to you, cutting your chip on and off so you can't eat, drink, or have nothing. Well, while the elect will be walking around eating and drinking and enjoying what's going on. Not gonna say you're gonna be scared a little bit, but gonna see the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, what's gonna happen unto the wicked of our people and the rest of these people. Since you want to be hand joined in hand, right? And a warning was given. Let's go here. Isaiah, right? I think it's Isaiah 30 and 12. Let me see. Bear with me. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Here it is right here, Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore, thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Stay your ass right there. That's where you want to be. You trust in Esau, Edom. You made Esau, Edom your strength. You made his arm your power. By all means, stay your ass right there with him. So what's going to happen to you? Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant, when you least expect it. All shall fall. Right? And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces, and he shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shard to take fire from the hearth, or to take water without out of the pit. Means you're gonna shatter you to pieces. There ain't gonna be nothing left. See, we tell you what's going to happen before it happens. And see, we're going to be talking about the RFID microchip. Your brother going to be on this like nobody's business. More and more and more and more. And the closer we get to it, you're going to start hearing them same scriptures come out, because it's a warning to the house of Israel. Matter of fact, Ezekiel 33 and 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. When you wonder why we do what we do, we're those watchmen to tell you what is about to take place before it happens. To tell you to repent also, to return back to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus, Yeshua, Yehoshua, all the names that are not his name. We constantly tell you. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. And we have been warning the house of Israel. Well, I'm going to say this. Hope you was edified. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Wadash. And to the next time, Shalom.